So you're starting your commercial cleaning company and you got your first lead, you're showing up for a site tour and you have no idea how to quote. You're like, what am I doing here? How am I going to give this guy a price? So we're going to keep it super simple. You need two things. You need to know how long it will take to clean that space, and you need what it's going to cost per hour to clean that space. For this video, I'm going to focus on what it's going to cost per hour and what goes into your costs. So I made this beautiful fancy chart here to show you what goes into your costs in cleaning. So let's pretend $1 for argument's sake. I'm use percentages here. So for every dollar that you get, let's say you want to hire someone. You don't want to clean yourself. You might have to, but you don't want to. You want to hire somebody. You can assume safely that about 70% of that dollar is going to pay that labor. That means you're going to pay them a wage. Let's assume minimum wage, even though we should pay higher, but let's assume minimum wage. Then you're going to have your labor burdens. So whatever your municipality, your government, your state, province is telling you need to pay in labor burden, taxes, benefits, WSIB, insurance, whatever it is, everything that goes into it, you're going to pay that out. That's in the 70%. Then you have 5% for supplies. Now, this might not be a lot if it's a small job. You might want to carry a minimum like 50 or $100, but as a job gets bigger, 5% is a good average for like cleaning products, bags, materials, stuff like that. You're going to carry another 5% for liability, stuff like insurance, training, benefits if you want to offer them. Just protect yourself there. So carry 5% to protect those costs, and then 20% is overhead and profit. Now, you can do that when you're small, and you can do that when you're quoting smaller jobs. 20% is quite it's a lot. Like at my level, the size we're at, 1,000 cleaners cleaning big spaces, you're not doing 20% overhead and profit. Not anywhere near that. But these are the numbers you can work with when you're just starting out. So if you're going to quote for every dollar that you're going to build in, that's where you're attributing most of your dollars to and the costs you got to carry. There's obviously a lot that goes into it. We can break that out in another video, but trying to give you an idea of how much you take away at the end of the day. If you're going higher than that, you want to take 30% overhead and profit, 40%, you can try, but it's a very competitive space. There is very low barrier to entry in cleaning. We are a commoditized business. We do not have pricing power. So just be cautious. If you want to get greedy and pad on stuff for your pocket, you're probably going to price yourself out. So just keep that in mind when you're pricing. So that's what goes into your hourly loaded labor rate. Once you have that, now you got to figure out the hours it takes to clean. We'll get to that later. All right, see ya.